Hey people, welcome to Kitty for Crafts. I'm Kathy and this is Kitty for Crafts. So I am going to do a quick, I shouldn't say it's going to be quick. I'm going to do a Wip-n-Chat, but I wanted to do this Wip-n-Chat because I haven't done one for a sec. I did one like what, 2 weeks ago? But anyway, kind of show you this is the progress I'm making on Christmas fireplace. This little section, and then I do have some sides done. I think I can turn it that way a little bit, so you can see the little sides over here, and then the top, which I don't think you're gonna be able to see the top. No, you can't see the top, but the top is also kind of done because that's where the plastic was from DAC, and then I was able to put my Leona release paper on, and then what was left over, I did it. So then I'm going to have that plastic hanging out. But starting to come out really nice and really pretty. I really like it. So that's that. So we're going to work on this for a little bit. I had a couple people ask me a couple questions, and so I wanted to come on here kind of address those as well. And then just say, hey, again, thanks to all my new subscribers, all my old subscribers. And I really want to put this out and make a special thank you to Crafting with Shay, just so that you guys know where I'm at. One of the videos that you guys have watched hit 1.1 thousand views. First of all, I was like, what? So excited to see that. I can't stress enough to you how much that means to me. It threw me for a loop when I saw that it had hit 1.1 thousand views. So with all my heart, thank you so much. But this would not have been possible without Crafted with Shay. So I need to make sure she understands, as well as you guys all understand, that you should be watching Crafting with Shay. She does a live on Sundays at 4 Central. I can't always make those. I really do try. But we just do so much on Sundays because I work Monday through Friday, and then Saturdays I went and got this part-time gig at Bath and Body Works now, and so I'm just stupid busy, and I try to catch her on replays at work on what's it called, Mondays, and I'm able to usually do that, but I'm not able to get on all the time with her. I feel like I need to, because if it wasn't for her, this would not have been what it is and where I'm at. So kudos to Crafting with Shay for one, asking me to do the live with her that day, and then putting her faith in me to, just do what I do and be who I am. It's really awe-inspiring to have someone in your corner. And she is, the ultimate. She is awesome sauce. So, like I said, I need to get on more of her lives on my time. But I really do watch her on Mondays. So, like tomorrow, I will be watching her, and I might try to sneak on today for a minute. But by the time, it's getting dark and stuff, and I just. But no excuses. I need to get on more often when I can. But that being said, thank you, Shay, for all your assistance, help, and everything in between. I couldn't have done it without you. So, love to you. And I'm actually going to be in Texas in November of next year for my niece's wedding. So we might have to try to find a way to hook up. But that being said, I just wanted to address that because it really threw me for a loop yesterday when I saw that had that many views. I was like, what in the world is going on? So I can't thank you guys enough for taking the time as well to watch the videos, because that doesn't happen either without you. So it's all, a big circle of life there. Circle of life. But I really do appreciate everything, and can't say enough again, enough thank yous to Shay from Crafting with Shay. And I'll link her below. If you're new and you're like, what is she talking about? I'll link her below. You watch Crafting with Shay. You'll learn a lot. Here lately, she's been having me spend money that I don't, want to be spending, because she's going to all the craft stores buying crazy stuff. And I'm like, I don't need that, Shay. But I've been buying crazy stuff. But yeah, again, thanks, Shay. Okay. Now I want to talk about some other little things that have popped up across the screens, because I look at my comments, and I try to do them, once a week. So if you're leaving a comment, let me tell you up front, I do those usually once a week, and that's just because, again, I work a full-time job, so. Me doing these videos, I try to do them on the weekends early. I'm at Bath & Body Works around 10, and so in the morning. So when I'm telling you I'm drinking coffee early in the morning, or I'm sitting here stupid early in the morning, that's what's up. So, and then by the time you get home, if you worked a part-time gig, and first of all, someone's gonna say, well, do you have to work a part-time gig? No. Do I want to? Yes. Do I wear a lot of Bath & Body Works? No. But do I like the discount? Yeah. It's like 40%. And then do I like the idea of just having mad money to buy these? Yes. Without, going into household funds. I feel like it's just something that I wanted to do, and I did. And, is it taking a toll? Not yet. My mom and my family are all worried because of this foolishness here. It would be too much, and so far not. My boss Sarah is great. She works with my schedule for work really well, so I feel like it's good. The hours aren't crazy throughout the week, and she's been trying to just do. That is so crooked. There you go. She's been trying to do just like maybe one day a week, and then the weekend. So she's very mindful of my schedule at work, because I don't get off work until 4. So that gives me an hour usually. By the time I get home, it gives me maybe. Well, it depends on what she gives me a 5 or a 5:30 shift. So, 30 minutes to 45 minutes to just decompress, get out of my work clothes, and then to get into some blue jeans and a shirt, and then get over there to them. So, she's mindful of all of that, which I appreciate. Sarah's great. So that's that. And then on weekends, I'm there, try to do mornings, and she's really mindful of giving me mornings for that as well. I mean, she's a great, boss. And for a part-time gig, what? Because, you just never know. And then I'm thinking, well, I'm not thinking, I'm going to a retreat for diamond painting, and that's going to be with, I know it's already sold out, but I think it's called RVA Sizzling Summer with Yvonne with Shenanigans, from the Shenanigans with the Bergs. And I think there's a waiting list. No, matter of fact, I know there's a waiting list. So I'll link her below too, in case you want to look at that for the wait list. I mean, it's a great deal. But I'm doing that. So this is like what I call mad money, to go do the things that I want to do without interrupting my household funds. So I went and got this little part-time gig, and yay, raw. So that's what that is. So you'll still see videos from me. They just might be a little bit scattered. Or you're going to see like you did the other day, where I did the videos and I had the same shirt on, and I did like, 4 of them? Like, what the? Kathy losing her mind. That's what it was. So, I kind of, been doing all that. So the questions and the comments. So let's talk about them. Okay, I got my coffee. Now, I made this today, guys. My husband got me that machine, and I got lavender syrup, and then I got some honey, and I kind of figured out, I've been watching the girls at the coffee shop I go to, my local one, and how many pumps they're putting in and how many squeezing, circles they're doing for the honey. And I think I got it down. So yay. So the lavender is from Momin. Don't quote me on that. And then the honey is from Sam's Club. The cups, that's the Dixie cup with this cool lid. Let me show you. Let me lift you up a little bit so you can see. Look at this little lid. Like, isn't that cute? I mean, like, what? So anyway, I got that going on today. And then, yeah. I've been drinking this tea brand from Adigo. I don't know, shiitake. But there you go. This is the company.com. And look at this little tin. Music of the night. And it was full with loose leaf tea. But that's the tin. And so what was in this tin was Music of the Night, which was decaf Earl Grey, decaf vanilla, rose petals, and lavender. You talk about, I've left it open over here so I can let it air out. Because I think I'm going to put my spare thingamabobbies in it. What you call them? Tips in here. What? I got 3 more. That sounded real country, didn't it? I got Alice's Tea Party, Dracula, and what is that other one? I don't remember. That's awful. I got another one over there too. And then I got some loose leaf tea from them, and then I got some iced tea from them. I need to put the iced tea in the fridge. But oh my gosh, this tea is so good, so good. We have a local place, and I haven't been to it yet. You know how I am about doing local, y'all. So I might need to investigate the local place. We'll see. Okay, what am I for? Okay, let's talk about what I came on here to really talk about. So, got a couple comments about a couple things. Oh, that's not what I want to do. And questions. So someone asked me about me making a comment, and I don't know, listen, don't give me the line what video it was. One of these videos recently about my Nemesis 141. So she wanted to let me know, which I thought was funny, to make sure that I understood the definition of a nemesis, which I'm a professor, so I don't think I've ever said any of this. So let me stop. Hold on. Let me stop and back up. Let me back up a little bit. So, by trade, I am a college professor. I taught medical assisting, some nursing classes, pharmacology, phlebotomy, EKG, that kind of stuff. Okay, and then throughout the day, I just taught medical assisting, which is a really cool profession. So when you guys go, in case you don't know what a medical assistant is, it is the chick that when you go to the doctor's office, she says, Mrs., she might say Susan, and you get up and you're going, oh, okay, that's me. Unless there's 2 of you, and then we'll go, Susan, and then when 2 of you walk up, we'll go, I need the one born in 58. And you're like, oh, that's me. If you're both born in 58, then we get down to the days. But anyway, that's the chick who weighs you, who takes your blood pressure. And I say chick, it could be a guy. So, because I had plenty of guys in my classes. I had a bunch of guy nurses too. So anyway, it's the person who usually at the doctor's office takes your blood pressure, takes all your vitals, does all your intake, get your med list together, comes and gives you your injection that you might have just gotten, that kind of person. That's who I taught throughout the day. And then at night I would teach phlebotomy, pharm, EKG, and other stuff to vast people who wanted to be nurses. I had a doctor in my phlebotomy class one time. Actually, I've had a couple doctors in there who just want to know how to do phlebotomy on their own, which is when you get your blood drawn. It's called phlebotomy. And they just wanted to know, like, how they do this, so that in case their nurse was out, in case their medical assistant was out, they could draw the blood themselves instead of sending people to the lab, saving money, which I'm about that life. So, which was always funny to me. I had one doc I was teaching, and you got to go through anatomy, which that's another nemesis class. But irregardless, you got to teach anatomy, which I did, of course, because duh. And it was funny. I was teaching it, and he was laughing. And I go, "What's so funny?" And he said, "You do a good job explaining the flow of the heart." And I go, "Well, it's just kind of what I've done all these years." And I've been so that you guys know, I've been a professor for, oh my gosh, gosh, 20, 30, 20, 20 years. Sounds right. What am I? 50, 55 next year. So we'll say 50. Make stuff even. 20, 30. Yeah, we're going to say 25 years. I've been a professor. So it's not like this is my first rodeo on anything. We have to teach English, well, they take English 101 or whatever, but I have them write papers, so I got to know how to spell. I got to know how to do all the things. So that being said, this person wanted to make sure I knew what that was. I wanted you to know that I know. Okay, so I wanted you to know that I know what I'm talking about. When I say that 141, hence, it's right here, 141, is a nemesis, I can't just use any of my pens. I actually have to use my micro glue dots to single place for me to get this to work right. Because for me, it's an enemy of the state that I can't use any of my pens when it comes to 141. So, nemesis being an enemy or arch rival. It's my arch rival. It is my enemy. I don't like 141. I think it's pretty on this piece of paper, well, on this canvas rather. This canvas, it looks beautiful, especially since this is like, what do you call these? Presents and stuff, and the holiday spirit of it all. Actually, I have 141 on some other stuff that I just did yesterday. And it's fine. It's pretty color. Pretty white. I love the sparkle that it gives off. But it also makes me mad because I have to use a single placer of some sort, and I really can't even use my diamond art one because the putty sticks as well. So, and I'm not going, let me stop and say this too, what I'm not going to do is a bunch of stuff just to make this pen work or make those stick right. So I have come to realize that the micro glue dots work fine, but in the same process I can still have that enemy flair and not like 141. I don't like it. So there's that. So that person was like, what do you, what's up with that? And I had to tell him. And so then the other thing was about the Aurora Borealis was, I talk about how you put them next to another color, another base color, and it makes the other one shine around it. So they were like, well, yeah, no, it's more, the shimmer of it on there and all this other stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. And I know that. When we're talking about a DAC, they're resin stones. When we're talking about other ones, they're still, acrylic, whatever you're using, there's an AB attached. They're used to create a glowy effect across your canvas, right? I think DAC actually says it in their, what you call it, on the what is an Aurora Borealis on their website. I think it says glowy effect is the word they use. My attitude is that glowy effect across your painting then affects the other drills that are around it. Because I think Miss Coffee, who I'll link below as well, says if one shines, we all shine, right? Yes, that is the truth. So if I stick at AB, let's go with let's go with this 141, next to this funky little green, which I think is 3818, then it makes 3818 a little bit more like, ooh, look at that, right? So I'm thinking that these, they come in the rounds and the squares, and I don't care which one you get, round or square. The shimmer comes off as the northern lights, which is why they're called the Aurora Borealis. And that shimmer gives you that extra pretty effect, right? So if you think about a real Aurora Borealis, the northern lights, against that black sky that they're up against, that black sky is a little bit shinier too, because that aurora, those northern lights pop off that black sky. So I look at that as, when I say they make other things shine around it, that's what I'm talking about. There's a fly. Makes other things shine around it. So that person wanted me to address how I felt about that, and then wanted to give me, tell me about that. So I want to make sure that you understand. I know, but for me, my personal opinion, if I stick 141, that fly's gonna get on my nerves, next to 3818, which is right here on this little thingy, it's gonna make it shine prettier. It just does. It gives a glowing effect across your whole canvas. Therefore, as like I said, Miss Coffee says, if one is shining, we are all shining, making it really nice and pretty and giving that glowing effect, which why, like this corner, is it this corner? No, it's this corner. Looks like it does. Because that corner has a whole bunch of ABs in it. Okay? So that's my personal thing about that. So I think I addressed both of those questions pretty good. I say that like, yeah, I don't know. If you know who you are. If you want more, let me know, and I can give you some more. But I wanted you to know that, yes, I know what a nemesis is, but thank you. I also know how ABs work, but I really do feel with that, and looking at what DAC says about them themselves on their own website and how it glows across the canvas, I feel like Miss Coffee's right. If we're all one shining, we all shining, and that's what we need to look at. And I can look at this canvas right now and look down at the auroras that are popping off and notice that there's still a glim or a glimmering of 3818, whatever this red is. I think it's 321 right next to it. So that's that. Someone wanted to know where I live. I live in the Midwest, and I think I've said it, but Illinois, Central Illinois. And I have no problem telling you this. I'm in Springfield. I'm in the capital. And yep. And then someone else wanted to know something else. I should have wrote that one down. I feel like it was something that I would be able to tell you, like it's no big deal. How long have I been diamond painting up? Well, I've been diamond painting for like almost 2 years. I started off with, as Javon would call it, China mail. So I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. And I didn't want to pay for a DAC or anybody's canvas. And I felt like, let me get this $3 canvas and go from there. And that's what I did. And glad that I did, because, it gave me an idea of really what it was. Now, I knew what diamond painting was. One of my friends in Florida, her daughter diamond paints. And I do so many different artsy, craftsy things. Dora always asks me, why don't you try? I'm like, girl, I ain't got no time for nothing else. And then, during COVID, I sewed a whole lot. Like, I know how to sew, so it was a whole bunch of sewing going on. So I guess I kind of trying to figure out whatever. But I thought, if it's $3 on China mail, let me just try it. And I did, and I liked it. So then I went and got, I think a Michael's one, and because it was a little bit cheaper. And then I was like, okay, this isn't bad. And then I went and got this one here, which I think I can raise you up to see that one. There you go. There. That was one of my bigger ones I had first started doing. And when I first started, and that's Michael's from Make Market. And then I got my cancer one, because by that time I had gotten breast cancer. So there's that. And so I did that one, doing my breast cancer journey or whatever. And I changed, let's see if I lift you up one more time. I changed this here, this word strength, from white to pink, because you couldn't see it. So I was like, I'm going to do like I do when I cross stitch. I'm going to change that. So I changed that, and I'm glad I did. So that's that. And then I kept on painting, and then I went to DAC, and I still get and let me not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. I still do China mail off and on. I do diamond dots. I can't remember when I got my first diamond dot, y'all. I think I was a Hobby Lobby 40% off gig. And then realized that Walmart was selling diamond dots as well. So I was like, well, okay, if I'm buying groceries, I can buy diamond paint. Not good. But anyway, I did that. Yeah. So I think I just kind of started just getting any and everything. And then Art Dot asked me to do a collab with them, which I thought was very nice. And then in there somewhere, I can't remember where, I hooked up with Shay. So that's kind of the journey in a roundabout way. Why is it called Four Crafts? That's what it was. So Four Crafts are diamond painting, cross stitching, which kind of go hand in hand, but two different projects. But I do both. I also do Legos, and I latch hook. And then if you are of a certain age, latch hooking is literally just a hook, and you take some yarn and you wrap it, and it's like a yarn craft, and a latch hook. So that's why it's called Four Crafts, because those are the four things that I do. And I shouldn't say on a constant, but what I do. There you go. So, yes, that's that. Yeah. Can't think of nothing else. I think that was all the questions that I kind of was like, oh, maybe I should go talk to these guys and let them know that, what's going on, what's up. Yeah. So anywho, waiting for the week to start, and Lord knows it's going to, a piece of red in there. It's a good week for me at work. We normally don't get to wear jeans to work because I work in an office, and we don't wear scrubs in my office. So, because where I work at, it is a more of a, what do you call it? I credential doctors, so there you go. So we're just in a normal office setting. That being said, we don't, I'll put you back down. We don't wear, we wear normal, what's it called? Dress clothes. Good gravy. But this week is Employee Appreciation Week, and we get to wear blue jeans. Hallelujah. That's like my favorite type of clothing. So we're going to wear some blue jeans this week, and I'm so excited. My manager came out and she said, Kathy, have you read your email? I said, no, I was on the phone with this cuckoo person. And she started laughing because she, knew who I was talking about. And I was like, ugh, I need a drink. And then we start laughing. And she goes, why don't you read your email? So I go and read my email. And I was like, oh my God. And everybody was laughing because everybody knows how much I love wearing blue jeans. For me, jeans are comfortable. Everybody don't like blue jeans. I love blue jeans. I can wear jeans all of the time. Like, all the time. They are my favorite thing ever. So she was making fun of me. She goes, yes, you can wear jeans. And I was like, and we got the what is he? Vice President? I think that's what he is. Anyway, he coming on Tuesday just to come and chit chat with our department. And I'm like, oh, we're going to get to still wear jeans? And she said, yeah, it's company wide. So I imagine he'll have on jeans. I was like, ooh, blessed be the name. So I'm so excited. So jeans, and we have to wear a fancy shirt. I shouldn't say fancy, a dress shirt, so no t-shirts and stuff. But I think we can wear our clinic t-shirts. That's to say that if you have, which I do have, but clinic shirts, you can wear those, which, I don't know if it's about all that. So, ta-da for that. So excited about that, y'all. And I go to work tomorrow night as well. So I'm over at Bath and Body tomorrow night. And I think it's a 5:30 to 9:30. Yeah, I think it's 5:30 to 9:30 tomorrow. So that's that. And I don't think I've got anything else planned for the rest of the week. I think I just, well, I work Saturday too, but that's neither here nor there. So if we start the week off with this today, I'll go into work tomorrow, and then I work Saturday. I think I work Saturday's a weird one. I think it's like 10 to 3, not even 10 to 2. It's like 10 to 3. And then, which I thought was a weird schedule. And then, can't think of nothing else. Make sure if you're a Bath and Body person, you check your emails and check your promotions. There's a bunch of stuff coming out. That's all I can say. But there's a bunch of stuff going on that's going to be popping. And then there's going to be some cool stuff for, y'all know how y'all are from Bath and Body Works people. Some cool stuff getting ready to go down Thanksgiving. So just putting that out so that y'all be aware. And if you missed it this past weekend, so sorry, because you know this past weekend was all of the body care was $5.95. And I say all body care, I mean it was all body care. It was nuts. And that store be ooh Lord, like I don't wear much in there, but boy, them people funny as I'll get out. Just crazy folks. The week before was wallflowers when they were $2.75. Them people walk in the door, where's the wallflowers? I'm thinking, now you have lived here long enough to know where the wallflowers are. Take it. They was like, I don't want to say snatching, but I will say forcefully grabbing the basket so they can go get them wallflowers for $2.75, which is a really good deal. Right now they're 5 for $27. Just FYI. And I can't think of nothing else going on, to be honest with you. Yeah, I can't think of nothing else. So there's that. Oh, I ordered another Firefly tray. So when it comes in, I'll show you guys that. Oh, let me show you this I did too. So I'm using, this has, it's got 53 colors or something like that. So that's the reason why I'm using the Craft Mates, because Wonka, who's right here, you can see him, but they're in the, he's in Elizabeth Ward. And then I did those mini gem. I only did 2 so far, but I did the mini gems, and there's 1 and there's 2. So Vincent Van Gogh's self-portrait with gray felt hat, and then what's it, Vermeer, I always forget how you say his name properly, but girl with pearl earring. So these are my 2, and they turned out really well. Like, look at that. There's I think 4 or 5 ABs in this kit, but those are the 2 I've done so far. So aren't those adorable? I'm looking, I think, these are by Forever Young. I'll link them below too. But I think these are, I got these, I'm not gonna lie to you, from Amazon for $23, and it's 12 of them. So I'll show you them as we go along. But these are the 2 I've gotten done so far. They take about an hour and 5 minutes to do. And then I kitted those up in that art dot, oh, you can't even see it right. That art dot thing I got, that I reviewed for them, because it has 45 color storage containers, and if I'm right, I think it's 40 colors in here, in this kit. And each one of these has, so like each one of these is 864 drills, each one. No matter which one you do, it's gonna have 864 drills. And they're on like some cool cardstock. So, and then the original painting's underneath of it. So here we go. There you go. So those are those. Yay. And I mean, they look really good. So I was impressed with those. So I did that. Ugh. And I guess that's all. I'm gonna get off here because I was on here longer than what I wanted to be. Because I didn't want to pester nobody. Just wanted to come in and answer those questions. And I felt like I got some new people who didn't know who I was, and so maybe that was why I had some more questions. So I was like, well, let me just go ahead and do a little mini recap. So I didn't tell you. Got 5 sons, and a dog. It's a Yorkie. And then my son's dog is here. She's a Carolina dog, American Carolina Dingo, I think is what you call them. She goofy. And if you, sometimes I'm, doing stuff and the Yorkie barks. She's a goofball. The Yorkie is 14 years old. I don't know, she's like 90-something years old. I've had her since she was probably like this big. She's not a teacup. She's a normal size Yorkie. But when I got her, she was a teeny weeny dog. And I think Carolina is 3 or 4. I don't know. She's not my dog. She's my son's dog. And she crazy. She digs a lot. Yeah. She's tearing my husband's backyard up. He is so funny. He gets so frustrated. To the point where I'm like, oh Lord, this boy will come get this dog. So anyway, so yeah, 5 boys. Everybody has jobs or whatever and doing their own thing. Yeah, my husband, we've lived in Indiana, Kentucky, Florida, and now we live in Illinois. I am originally from Indianapolis, Indiana. My husband's originally from, see, something that you guys would know, Champaign, Illinois. That's the closest city I think that you guys would know if you didn't live here, wherever that was. So where the University of Illinois is. There you go. He has what? 1, 2, 3, 4 siblings. So 5 of them, including him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 2 older brothers, a younger sister and a younger brother. We lived in Indianapolis. Like was born and raised in Indy, and then we moved to Kentucky. Lived there for about 10 years. Lived in West Palm Beach, Florida for 10 years, and now we're here in Illinois. And someone's going to say in a comment, do you like Illinois? Yeah, it's just another place to live. I have a job, have my health right now. I'm actually pretty happy. Talked about, things that we would like to do to move, where would we move? If we left here, where would we go? And honestly, we would go back to Lexington or go back to Florida, to the places that we really liked. We raised our kids mostly in Kentucky, in Lexington, and just a beautiful city. So if you've never been to UK land, it's very pretty. Bluegrass state it is. Living in Florida, yeah, it's living in Florida. People think, well, you live in Florida. I'm like, yeah, I went to work every day. I wasn't on vacation. Like, I don't think people realize that. People are like, well, you get to live in Florida. Yeah, the beach is, I live 5, that's a lot, probably 10 minutes from the beach, right? 10 minutes from the beach. Guess what? I didn't go to the beach a lot. First of all, sand in your car, sand in your house is not cool. If it's not your house, it's different. When you at the hotel, it's different. When it's your stuff, nope, you don't want that in your car. Sand sucks. Well, you got to go to the beach all the time. When I wasn't working, I work every day. So people don't get it. They don't get it. It's one thing to live and think that you're doing all this stuff, but when you live in the Sunshine State, I don't get to go to the beach like that. I go to my job every day. I don't go to the amusement parks all the time. I got to drive to them just like you do. So for me, I had to drive to Universal and the things, the mouse, Universal, the mouse, and the whale. And we had season passes, sure, but I didn't go like that. Even though I was off on the weekends, my kids they have jobs too. So, these are, adults, but still can't go all the time. When we first got the Universal passes, now we went like every other weekend. That was funny. Got our money's worth real quick. But then, what's funny about having passes and you live that close and you are that close? That ride, ugh, I don't feel like waiting for it. Ugh. You get real quick and dirty used to these rides, and you get close to the fact that, yeah, okay. I just rode it last week, or I just rode it 2 weeks ago. The line's too long. I don't feel like waiting. Whatever. So I don't know, but we would live in Kentucky or Florida. If my husband had a voice or a choice, he would move back to Florida like yesterday. I'm gonna say I'm content in Illinois. I'm content. Yeah, content. I'm not dying. So, yeah. Yeah, it's cool. I miss my folks. But in Florida, I miss my peeps. But generally speaking, it's all good. It's all good. So, that's what FaceTime is. That's what telephones are for. And so, that's what you do. All right. I guess I'm done now. So I think that catches you guys up. So if you're new, I hope that answers some questions about who I am and everything. Because, sorry, I guess I didn't think about that part. I noticed I got new subscribers, but didn't think that I should tell you anything about me. So now you know. Now you know about me. You know about how long I've been diamond painting and all the other things and what the 4 crafts are. Because you don't see me do anything but this. And that's because the other ones... I have shown the Lego, I think, or maybe I've shown you what I've done. The next time I buy a Lego, I actually will film it, and then I'll just fast forward through it so you can see it. But the other 2 I actually do in bed. I cross stitch in bed, I latch hook in bed, because they're lap things, and so they're pretty easy to do that way. But otherwise, there you go. So I think that's it. I think that answers everything. If I missed something, y'all let me know. But otherwise, I'm going to get off here and get this section to going. Yeah, so I can move on to Willie, because I'm going to probably try to do a section each today. So I'm going to, a section for me, guys, is I'll turn it up so you can see how pretty this is. But a section for me, let me move that way, is a sheet of release paper. So this section this is all I'll do. And so Willy Wonka has the same sections. So I'll do a section of Willy Wonka like this. And then I'm going to sneak in, I think, one of these mini gems as well. So that should get me through the day while I sit and watch football and all the things. And then someone's going to ask me, who knows me well, what's for dinner. And I'm having seared tuna tonight. I don't know what the sides are. And my folks know what that is, what that relates to. So, what's for dinner, Kathy? Seared tuna. So, with that being said, I am going to get off here. I wish you a happy and blessed day. Be safe, be cool, do you. Keep on painting. Thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, clicking the bell, and doing all the YouTube things. Again, you just don't know how much I appreciate you. And I will chit chat with you guys later. Bye, guys.